What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Bears Profit Plays YouTube channel. If you enjoyed the content in this video, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel below. Also, be sure to stick around to the end of this video for a quick message from our team. Let's get into the video. All right, guys, let's take a look at some college basketball picks for Saturday, March 11th slate of games. Before we get into tomorrow's picks, let's look at last night's picks. Trey, start us off.
Yes, you know what? Step 3 is complete. We are moving on to step 4. I ain't messing around with my pick today, boys. Yesterday I had Marist. Their game wasn't out whenever I was giving it out. I said plus 2.5, plus 1.5 money line. They ended up being -1. Doesn't matter. They won by almost double digits and controlled that whole game. Like I said, on to step 4.
Yeah, I had the Ohio State Buckeyes money line as my play. Didn't want the points. Bryce Sensabaugh, a surprise scratch, didn't matter. They did not disappoint playing for their lives, and they led in this game for 32 minutes. They took the lead, and they never let it go. They played with heart, and they wanted it more than Michigan State, plain and simple. The defense led to offense, and all other freshmen stepped up alongside Likely and Justice Suing, and they got the huge win in the Big Ten tournament. Teats?
I took Duke versus Miami, and I was looking at Duke -2.5. They did win outright 85-78, but it was definitely a great game to watch. It was a back and forth for most of the game. Miami had a pretty solid lead at one point in time, and Duke just chipped away until they took back over. It just kind of goes to show you how good Duke can be, and they are definitely a dangerous team going into March Madness. But Miami, they're great too. They just were on the wrong end of it, but I was on the right end of this one. Give me the dub.
Yeah, 3-0 last night. Let's do it again tonight. Trey, start us off.
Yes, like I said, step 4 is tonight. Step 3 was complete yesterday whenever Marist beat St. Peter's in the semifinal. We are moving on to the final of the MAC conference tournament, the real MAC. I'm out here wearing red, supporting the Marist Red Foxes. I haven't been able to find a Patrick Gardner jersey. I've been telling everyone, drop in the comments if you know where I can find one. Send it my way. I'll pay double, triple what it's worth. It doesn't matter. The fact of the matter is they are going on to the MAC championship versus Iona. Iona is easily the best team in the MAC conference, head and shoulders above everyone else. Definitely head and shoulders above Marist, because Marist is the 11th seed in this tournament and Iona is the 1 seed. And if you guys don't remember or know, because I honestly don't know how I forgot, Iona is coached by Rick Pitino. I knew that they were coached by him, but he's been there for a while, so I honestly thought he moved on by now, but he's still coaching on those sidelines. But it does need to be noted, rumors were swirling around today. He is the favorite to land the St. John's head coaching spot, so who knows, that might affect his players. You know, if I was playing for Rick Pitino or anyone in general and I was hearing rumors about them leaving, I would definitely wouldn't want to play hard for the guy. I'd want to play hard for myself, and that causes some problems inside the locker room and whenever you have to listen to your coach during the timeouts. But these two teams have already played twice this year, and I don't even want to bring it up. Iona dominated and covered both those games. Marist lost both those games by an average of 21.5 points, but this is a whole new Marist team. We all know this by now. And do you guys want to know something? Marist has played 3 total games in the MAC conference tournament, and they have not trailed for one single second. They have won from the jump, and they have not relented the lead at all. Do I expect that to happen today against Iona? No. But I do expect Marist to continue to fight hard, play some amazing defense, and I think their defense is going to be the driving force why I am picking Marist money line in this game. I expect them to open up as double-digit underdogs, but you know what? Their defense has been leading them to wins, and it's going to continue. They held St. Peter's to 57 points, as you can see on the screen. And they held Quinnipiac to 59 points and held Manhattan to 50. Their defense has been stifling, and Patrick Gardner has been doing just as much as he can. In each game, one person has been stepping up around him. That's all they need. Patrick Gardner can drop 20, then someone else can drop 18, and then the peripheral stats will fill in where it needs to be because their defense is showing up. And this is going to be a battle, like I said, a classic David versus Goliath. But, you know, the heart's there. This is step 4. Step 5 is first round of March Madness. And I didn't think that was going to happen, but here we are. Do you guys, whenever Marist is running around celebrating it, and whenever they have their bracketology and they're deciding what seed it's who, and everyone's like, oh, this is the Marist team. They have Patrick Gardner. He's a god. You'll be able to tell everyone, you already know. Trey told you so. Patrick Gardner is going to be in the NBA. See you later.
All right. All right, Trey. I like your passion for the
Money
Marist
line.
team there.
Okay. You know,
I
me
like-
being the
I
Iona
like
guy,
the
that's
passion for yeah.
that.
Hey,
You
I'm
have
gonna
to
try
stretch
to
a
get
little.
that plus 450 money. It's
You
probably
know,
gonna be higher than that.
after watching how they played today, I'll back you with that one. They weren't great for the first 3 quarters of the game. They were able to break away, but yeah, I might back you. I might sprinkle a little bit on that money line with you.
Yeah, for my play tonight, I don't want to do it, but I'm going to do it. It's going to be the Ohio State versus Purdue game. The magical run ends here for Ohio State. I hate Purdue. They can't break a press. That's one of my biggest pet peeves, and they always seem to let teams stick around in close games. This won't be a close game, unfortunately, for Ohio State. Ohio State has played great basketball as a team in the last 5 games, but they are small. They have guards who can make perimeter shots, but only one player on the court over 6'6" tall. Purdue has Zach Edey, and he is going to eat in this game. Ohio State has one option when it comes to Edey, and that's to double him. And when they do double him, he's still going to score. He can also pass out of it to anybody on the perimeter. Lawyer, Smith, Gills, who all shoot above 32% from deep for Purdue. Ohio State has been playing great, like I said, showing a lot of heart, beating teams better than them. But Purdue is the most dominant team in the Big Ten. They are more physical, and they are more rested than Ohio State, who will be playing their 4th game in 4 days. They will also most likely be without Bryce Sensabaugh again as well today, which you might not think is a big deal with what we saw against Michigan State, but that's 16 points you need to find somewhere else on your team full of freshmen. The magic ends here, unfortunately, for Ohio State. Ohio State will stop making shots with Purdue's lockdown defense, and the Boilermakers will cover in advance. Also, early betting action, 98% of the action is on Ohio State. So full fade of the public here for me as well. Purdue -6.5. I'm going to buy the half a point for Purdue. Teats?
One thing I love about this community is when you find people who enjoy the same things as you, they kind of get you onto some different stuff in the sense of you look at teams that you may not have looked at before. And I have a buddy, I can't take full credit for this, but he introduced me to UAB and how insanely good that offense can be. He also introduced me to the one and only Jelly Walker. That is a player nickname for UAB as well. And the dude is a walking bucket. So let's just get on. If we talked about college props, I'd be all over his over. I'd take his over 30, but that's beside this point. UAB is scoring 82 points per game this season and giving up 70. FAU, though, Florida Atlantic, they're not a team to just be tossing to the side. They are scoring 79 points and giving up 65. That's a 13-point win differential in every game that they play on average. If we look at UAB's last 6, I wasn't going to do last 5, but I included the game from tonight. They're averaging 82.7 points per game, including a 76-69 victory versus North Texas, who North Texas was only allowing like 55, 56 points per game for opponents. So they definitely went out and they beat the Mean Green pretty bad tonight. FAU is also scoring outrageous amounts. They're averaging 83.6 points per game, with 2 of their last 5 games scoring over 100 points. This is going to be an absolute shootout. Head-to-head, UAB lost 88-86 and won 86-77. This is a no-brainer for me. I'm taking the over of 148. I would take the over up to about 157, honestly. I think that this is going to be an absolute shootout. Both teams have been showing up in the conference tournaments. Both teams are going to continue to show up. There's not going to be any defense played. If you guys wanted me to lean anywhere, I'd probably take UAB money line, especially with the plus money. As you can see, it's +1, -1 is the spread. So the books don't even really know who they like to have in this game. But in terms of the points, the total 148 is way too low for these two teams. So give me the over.
All right, guys, that'll do it for our college basketball picks and predictions. If you guys enjoyed the content, please be sure to drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel below. We see you guys next video, and thanks for watching. Just want to let everyone know that while we do give out free picks, plays, and predictions on our YouTube channel, we also have a website for you to check out. On our website, bearsprofitplays.com, you can subscribe to the website absolutely free with an email and gain access to our written articles about upcoming sporting events. If you're really looking to make some cash, we have an option to become a member of our website. If you become a member, you will gain access to our Locks of the Week, which are written articles that go in depth as to why we are picking that particular outcome. As of now, our member plays have been red hot, hitting over 60% of our plays. If you don't want to become a member, it's no sweat. We are here to try and make you guys some money. That's our main goal. So come on over to bearsprofitplays.com and subscribe for free. Check us out, follow our free picks, and see for yourself that our member plays are a great investment for you. Thanks for watching.